Most people assume you need a big backyard and perfect weather to grow your own fruit, but that simply is not true. Some of the sweetest, most rewarding fruit crops in the world will thrive right inside your home, on a windowsill, a countertop, or a small balcony, no matter what zone you live in. After 3 decades of growing food in every space imaginable, I can tell you that apartment gardeners have far more options than they realize. Today, I am sharing 10 fruits you can grow indoors year-round, even in tiny apartments. Number 9 on this list shocks almost everyone who tries it, and the bonus tip at the end will make all of these produce better than you ever expected. The first fruit every indoor gardener should grow is the Meyer lemon. This is the single most popular indoor fruit tree for good reason. Meyer lemons are a naturally smaller, more compact citrus that adapts beautifully to container life. Choose a pot that is at least 12 to 14 inches wide, with excellent drainage, and fill it with a well-draining citrus potting mix. Place the tree near your brightest south-facing window, where it will receive at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight, or supplement with a full-spectrum grow light during darker months. Meyer lemons prefer temperatures between 55 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is right in the range of most homes. Water when the top inch of soil feels dry, and mist the leaves occasionally to boost humidity. Feed with a citrus, specific fertilizer every 4 to 6 weeks during the growing season. A healthy indoor Meyer lemon can produce dozens of thin-skinned, slightly sweet lemons each year. The fragrant white blossoms alone make it worth growing. The second fruit that thrives indoors is the strawberry, and ever-bearing varieties are perfectly suited to apartment life. Alpine strawberries like Mignonette and Alexandria produce small, intensely flavored berries continuously, from spring through fall, and sometimes even into winter, under grow lights. Plant them in a wide, shallow container or a hanging basket, with rich, well-draining potting mix. Give them at least 6 hours of bright light daily, ideally from a south-facing window or a grow light. Water consistently and feed every 2 to 3 weeks with a balanced liquid fertilizer. Indoor strawberries do not attract the same pest pressure they face outdoors, which is a major advantage. You will not get the massive harvests of an outdoor patch, but the flavor of freshly picked alpine strawberries is extraordinary, far more complex and aromatic than anything from a grocery store. A few containers can keep a steady trickle of berries coming to your kitchen for months. The third indoor fruit that earns its spot is the dwarf banana. This one surprises people because they picture towering tropical trees. But compact varieties like dwarf Cavendish and super dwarf Cavendish grow only 4 to 6 feet tall and produce full-size sweet bananas right in your living room. Plant in a large pot, at least 14 to 18 inches wide, with rich, well-draining soil. Bananas are hungry, thirsty plants, so water frequently, keep humidity high, and feed with a potassium-rich fertilizer every 2 weeks during active growth. They need as much bright light as possible, so a south-facing window plus supplemental grow lighting is ideal. Indoor temperatures between 60 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit suit them perfectly. A dwarf banana takes about 9 to 15 months from planting to fruiting, and when that bunch of bananas finally appears, it is one of the most spectacular sights in indoor gardening. Each plant fruits once, then produces pups at the base that grow into the next fruiting plant, giving you a self-renewing cycle. Now, if you are finding this video helpful so far, I want to share something special with you. I have put together a complete step-by-step guide called the 60-Day System for Your First Abundant Harvest. It is everything I, Meyer, have learned over 3 decades of gardening, organized into a simple day-by-day plan you can start this season. It covers the complete 60-day planting calendar, the raised bed blueprint with exact soil mix ratios, and a beginner pest and disease field guide so you can fix problems before you lose a single plant. If you struggle with maximizing your harvest in small spaces, knowing exactly when to plant what, or adapting to your growing zone, this guide was made for you. Just click the link in the description right below this video, scroll down a little, and you will see it. Or if you are watching on a TV or computer, take out your phone, open your camera, and hold it up to the QR code on screen. A link will pop up, just tap it. Either way works. All right, let us continue. The fourth fruit on our list is the fig, and dwarf varieties are tailor-made for indoor growing. Petite Negra is a compact fig tree that stays under 3 to 4 feet tall in a container and produces sweet, dark, purple figs twice a year with proper care. Chicago Hardy is another excellent option, known for its cold tolerance and reliability. Plant in a pot at least 12 inches wide with well-draining soil and place it near your brightest window. Figs prefer full sun, but tolerate slightly lower light better than most fruit trees. Water when the top inch of soil dries out and feed monthly during the growing season, with a balanced organic fertilizer. Figs go dormant in winter, dropping their leaves and needing minimal water and no fertilizer during that rest period. That dormancy actually makes them easy to manage indoors because they ask very little of you for several months. When spring arrives, fresh leaves unfurl and fruit development begins again. The fifth fruit to grow in your apartment is the Calamondin orange, a small citrus tree that is as ornamental as it is productive. Calamondins produce clusters of tiny, bright orange fruits year-round when given enough light. The fruit is tart and sour, perfect for marmalades, dressings, flavoring water, and adding to recipes where you want a burst of citrus. The tree stays naturally compact, usually under 3 to 4 feet in a container, and its glossy dark green leaves and fragrant blossoms make it a stunning houseplant. Give it a bright south-facing window or supplemental grow lighting, consistent moisture without soggy soil, and monthly feeding with citrus fertilizer. Calamondins tolerate indoor humidity levels better than many other citrus varieties, which makes them one of the most forgiving choices for apartment growers. Coming in at number 6 is the Kumquat, a unique citrus fruit that you eat whole, skin and all. The Nagami Kumquat is the most popular variety for indoor growing, producing oblong, bright orange fruits with a sweet rind and tart flesh. Kumquat trees stay compact and grow slowly, making them ideal for small spaces. They need at least 6 hours of direct light, consistent watering, and a citrus fertilizer applied every 4 to 6 weeks. One of the best things about kumquats is that they are among the most cold-tolerant citrus, handling temperatures down to the mid-20s Fahrenheit outdoors, which means they are not finicky about cooler indoor spots near windows in winter. A single indoor tree can produce dozens of fruits per year, and they hold on the branches for weeks, so you can pick them at your leisure. The 7th fruit for indoor growers is the dwarf pomegranate. The Nana variety is a naturally miniature pomegranate that grows just 2 to 3 feet tall and produces small but edible fruits with the same jewel-toned seeds as full-sized pomegranates. It also produces gorgeous orange-red tubular flowers that make it a beautiful ornamental even when it is not fruiting. Plant in a well-draining pot, place in your brightest window, and water moderately, allowing the soil to dry slightly between waterings. Pomegranates actually prefer drier conditions compared to most fruit trees, which makes them easier to care for indoors. Feed monthly during the growing season and reduce watering in winter when the plant may go semi-dormant. The fruits are smaller than what you would find at the store, but have a delightful sweet tart flavor. The 8th indoor fruit is the passion fruit, and while it does require some vertical space, it rewards you with one of the most exotic flavors you can grow at home. Purple passion fruit, Passiflora edulis, is a vigorous vine that can be trained along a small indoor trellis, a curtain rod, or a window frame. It needs bright light, at least 6 to 8 hours daily, warm temperatures, and consistent moisture. Feed every 2 weeks during the growing season with a high-potassium fertilizer to encourage flowering and fruiting. The flowers are strikingly beautiful, intricate, and fragrant, and they give way to round, purple-skinned fruits with intensely aromatic pulp inside. You may need to hand-pollinate indoors using a small paintbrush to transfer pollen between flowers. A well-cared-for vine can produce fruit within 1 to 2 years and continue producing for several seasons. The 9th fruit on our list is the dwarf blueberry, and this is the one that surprises almost everyone. Most people think blueberries need outdoor garden beds and specific soil conditions, but compact varieties like Top Hat, Norski, and Peach Sorbet grow beautifully in containers on a sunny windowsill or under grow lights. Use an acidic potting mix formulated for blueberries or azaleas with a pH between 4.5 and 5.5. Give them at least 6 hours of bright light, consistent moisture with rainwater or filtered water if your tap water is alkaline, and feed with an acid-loving plant fertilizer. Blueberry bushes also offer gorgeous fall foliage color, turning red and orange, which makes them double as seasonal decor. A single dwarf plant can produce a pint or more of berries per season indoors. Grow 2 different varieties near each other for better cross-pollination and larger berry yields. The 10th and final fruit for indoor growers is the dwarf papaya, a tropical plant that brings a taste of the islands right into your apartment. Compact varieties like TR Hovey and Dwarf Solo stay under 4 to 6 feet tall and can produce full-sized, sweet papayas indoors with the right conditions. They need the most light of any plant on this list, so a south-facing window combined with a strong grow light is essential. Keep temperatures above 65 degrees Fahrenheit at all times and provide consistent moisture with good drainage. Feed weekly with a diluted, balanced fertilizer during active growth. Papayas grow fast and can begin producing fruit within 8 to 12 months from seed. Each plant produces fruits directly along the trunk, which is a fascinating growth habit to watch. The payoff is creamy, tropical-flavored fruit that would cost a premium at the store. And now for the bonus tip gardeners swear by. If you want every fruit on this list to produce more and produce sooner indoors, invest in a simple outlet timer and a full-spectrum LED grow light. Set the timer to give your plants 14 to 16 hours of consistent light each day. This mimics the long summer days that trigger flowering and fruit set in most fruiting plants. A quality LED panel uses very little electricity, generates minimal heat, and the difference it makes is dramatic. Gardeners who add supplemental lighting to their indoor fruit trees report up to double the fruit production compared to relying on window light alone. Position the light 12 to 18 inches above the canopy and adjust as plants grow. It is the single most impactful upgrade you can make to your indoor fruit garden. Thanks for sticking with me through the entire video. Before you go, if you want to take your garden to the next level this season, I really think you should check out the guide I put together. It is called the 60-Day System for Your First Abundant Harvest. It is a complete day-by-day plan with a planning calendar, the raised bed blueprint, and a pest and disease field guide all in one place. Click the link in the description to grab it or scan the QR code on screen with your phone camera. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and check out some of our other videos on growing a better garden.